You guys, the first semifinal of Eurovision 2016 has just taken place, and we have 10 qualifiers. I am just going to kick this off by saying I am shocked that Iceland did not make it. I thought her jury performance was on point. I thought her live performance here was on point. I thought her vocals were on point, and I thought the staging was on point. Greta slayed, but Greta is not in the final. Porig, what happened?
I'm shell shocked. I don't know. I've no explanation as to why she didn't qualify. She got most of her marks. Her vocals were flawless. The staging was magnificent. It was completely different to anything else we saw tonight. Like, I don't understand why it didn't make it.
I mean, I knew we wanted good TV, but this is actually quite shocking. I was quite teary. I mean, like, how could it? The Wiwi jury scores were very high, and post Wiwi jury with the staging and everything, we were thinking could actually win.
You know what? I think this song is very artistic. It's very soulful. This belongs in a museum. Maybe the Eurovision is not the right stage. She was off on the beginning Vine part. It wasn't totally symmetrical.
Like
1 centimeter, but that's not enough. I just think that maybe Europeans have bad taste. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know what happened. I'm just really disappointed.
Well, something must have gone wrong, because in no right, how could that happen? It was almost perfect, and I almost said that this was going to win. That if I had to bet, I would have bet this had won.
Well, this is the biggest fan wank of the year. I need a towel, wipe it off. Moving on. You guys, what else stands out to you?
The reaction to Malta qualifying. Everybody wanted Iceland to qualify, and when it came down to the last two, it was between Malta and Iceland. They were the two big names. Yeah. Everyone was Team Iceland, so that was quite surprising too.
I almost thought it was a joke, because Iceland's always called out last. I was like, of course they're going to call her out. And then they called out Malta.
I have to thank music experts for actually disregarding Croatia's dress and actually voting on her vocal merits, and she brought it home. I mean, like, if you just close your eyes and hear that is just so beautiful, and I'm so this is where juries count, and I was so happy that really happened.
She was really on point vocally. It's so important to be on point vocally. People looked past that horrible. The lighting wasn't even good. The camera crops were tighter though, and I think it kind of helps you overlook the dress.
She didn't deserve to get through. Eurovision, it's a whole performance. You have to look at it as everything: the staging, the song, the voice. She had the voice. The song is thereabouts. The staging was horrible. Iceland had everything, so I don't think Croatia deserved to be there.
Oh, Ed, you have to touch on the staging, because we did interview her.
Yeah, I mean, she didn't want this. The staging is not her vision, and that's why I'm so relieved that she's getting another chance, and hopefully, I really, really hope she can have a word with SVT to change something for the final, because if she does give herself a more simple, organic look, then this could so easily be top 5.
And we have to say, she's funding this herself. Her broadcaster isn't really getting behind her, so she basically had to create, execute, buy this dress on her own. Clearly, there needs to be a little more resource, because as we have said many times, she looks like a Las Vegas showgirl dressed as a chicken in a fight with a fan. In any event, history was made tonight as Greece and Bosnia and Herzegovina did not qualify for the first time. Was this justified?
Absolutely. I mean, as great as the two bands are, the songs were absolute complete messes. And back in 2014 when Russia qualified with that awful song, I thought, it's just complete politics. These countries will qualify every single year, but finally we've been proved wrong, and it's not completely about politics. You do need a good song.
I think in their defense, that we must say they are good entries. They were just better entries. I mean, they weren't woeful by any means. In fact, Bosnia and Herzegovina,
that grew on me.
That really grew on me. And actually, I welcomed Jalal on stage, and they really upped their game: staging, performance, vocals. But I guess there were better songs.
Like Bosnia, I actually thought that it would qualify. Greece, I'm not surprised. But I'm not devastated that neither of them will be here on Saturday.
Bosnia was visually stunning. I think the gold elements worked really well. It brought it all together. You think I'm BSing, but I'm not. I still love that rotisserie chicken. As Wiwi blogger Josh said, she was bringing some breast and some thigh. I love my KFC. In any event, we should also talk about some of the other qualifiers. Who won the show for you? I will kick this off. It's Russia v Armenia. They were both on point technically, vocally. Sergei, who we saw just a few moments before he went on at Studio Eurovision, he was so confident. This was his best performance yet. He looked amazing, he sounded amazing, and he executed all of the moves. I was worried he might slip, but he did not. Do you think he won the semi?
I don't know. I think the audience gave him life. The performance seemed so much better with the crowd cheering on, because we've seen him perform to the empty seats and it all felt so flat, but it just all came together today. I don't know. I would really like Armenia to be the winners, but I don't know. My head is saying that it was probably Russia.
Well, I think that it's either, it's Armenia or Russia. But you know what? SVT is all about surprises this year, and it wouldn't surprise me if actually Malta won it. It just wouldn't surprise me. I mean,
Malta did not win the semi-final. I'm
No,
sorry.
I just think that so many things were in their favor, including the running order and having Ira close the show.
And the fact that she's pregnant, sympathy vote, just kidding. No, she did not win the semi. Russia v Armenia.
Well, I think points-wise, it will have been either Russia or Armenia that won. But I think the real winner tonight was actually Zoe, because the cheer from the crowd when she performed was
Insane.
absolutely crazy. And when she qualified, the press room went crazy. And I think this is going to surprise. I really do.
But I think the press room went crazy because of the surprise. For me, the biggest reaction in the press room came when Armenia sang. People were cheering like no other, and it's not because we were surrounded by Armenians. It's because people felt the song, they felt her sexuality, they felt this whole number visually, musically, sexually.
Oh no, I disagree. I think yes, I don't disagree in the sense of what you're saying. What I
She shared? What are you
disagree,
trying to say?
I just think that the applause was shared amongst a number of acts. Czech Republic brought the house down, and coming
Rooting
after
for the
Russia-
underdog.
Yeah, and coming right after Russia, you have to point out that is a big achievement.
Yeah, and Czech Republic never qualified.
Yes.
Like their best ever result was to not qualify. So like she's smashed it for them today.
Killed it.
And like it's just proving that like Bosnia and Greece not qualifying and Czech qualifying just proves that Eurovision is more than politics.
Yeah, absolutely. And the Netherlands making it also shows that class and quality can win the day. I've been hating on this song for months, but seeing it on stage, it all comes together, and it was a class act, and this deserved to make the final. I think vocally, he was fantastic. He was really working with the camera. When he sings, he makes love to the audience, to those viewers. I mean, I know you're a Dal Bob fanboy. Tell me.
I'm not shocked at all. I think this will do really well. He's just got an international feel, a timeless feel, and certainly, I'm not saying he's uncool, but he will really get the older vote because this is something very vintage.
I think that just tickles Ed viscerally. But we've got to talk about Hungary, who we don't like, but actually made the cut.
This actually leads to a natural question. Who would you replace with who if you could? You have one shot. Go.
I would take out Hungary and Croatia and replace with Iceland and who else didn't qualify? There was someone else I wanted in.
Finland?
No. I can't have cared about them that much.
San Marino?
No. Well, Croatia, I definitely wanted Iceland in, and I would have taken out Croatia or Hungary. I don't think Hungary deserved to be there.
I would take out Hungary and replace with Iceland, most certainly. But Moldova deserves a shot. Lydia Isaac brought it home, and she was totally on point vocally. And visually, sexually, she killed it.
Listen, I am going to agree with y'all. I want to get rid of Hungary, and I want to get rid of... Oh, I like all these others, y'all. Sorry, who did you just say?
I just said Hungary.
Oh, Moldova. Basically, I want Moldova in the final, and I want Iceland in the final, so I'm going to have 11 people qualifying. I think that Moldova was absolutely amazing. That astronaut, it's so unique, it's so crazy. This year is missing crazy acts. I miss, like, the Canna Crazy, the drag queens in tinfoil.
But Moldova is credible crazy. It's not loopy-loopy-loo.
Oh, yeah, hers was mainstream pop crazy. I love it. I mean, put an astronaut in a video, take me out of this world. Edward.
For me, I am really happy with the qualifiers, actually. I think Hungary is actually a very, even if it's not that appealing a song for me, I think the whole...
That's an endorsement.
Visuals, vocals is a really strong package, and it comes across very professional. I would swap Malta for Iceland, easy peasy, and that's what made that final qualifier announcement so painful for me.
Well, you guys, the qualifiers are about to enter the press conference room, so we're going to say bye to Ale. Y'all, final thoughts.
I'm still shocked about Iceland.
Semi-final 2, kill me now. It's going to be ugly.
Hooray, the politics is dead, the music wins.
I need a hamburger. That's what we think. What do you think? You can let us know here on wiwibloggs.
I think you should add your comments. What do you think?
Give us a like down there.
And hit subscribe.
See you later. Bye!